Hi, I'm Michael from Salt Lake City,
This is Harris from Pakistan.
and we are doing a trader's option. And the first thing that we want to do is say hello to people. We got our first comments, but we were kind of happy and sad at the same time. Apparently, Harris looked at the comment, and we didn't know if it was really legit because it looked like a scammers thing. Harris, could you talk about protecting people in the chat a little bit from
So
scammers?
so the people who watch like crypto channels every day, they notice these types of comments in every chat box of like every crypto influencer. So the comment we got, he was saying like I have TRC 20 USD in his wallet, and he has like his recovery phrases. So he was like giving like pretending to giving us his recovery phrases so we can transfer his asset to them. So in crypto world, if nobody's give you like their 12 word key phrases or 24 word recovery phrases, so you need to be careful. They just asking you to have their like recovery phrases, and they will just send you the link, and when you click on the link they will like drain your whole wallet. So you need to be careful all the time.
So if you see a strange link or you see a strange email or something, even in a chat, we won't really like. There's certain ways that you can get a hold of us, but we won't be trying to ask you for money or anything like that, except maybe in Patreon. But we'll talk about that later. Right now, we are getting on to our something called the show. So the first thing that we've got coming up for us is, let me see. Coinbase stock could become available on Base Chain, according to creator Jesse Pollock. The creator of Base, the blockchain of top US based cryptocurrency exchange, Coinbase says that the company's coin could soon become available on chain. In a new thread on the social media platform X, Base developer Jesse Pollock says that eventually every asset in the world will be on Base, including coin. However, Pollock notes that some of the traders Pollock, not Pollock. Pollock notes that some of the traders have already accessed coin on Base through asset tokenization protocol backed.fi. Adding regulatory clarity would unlock it for everyone. Another good, a couple things that also happened. Dogecoin predicted to hit $1 this year. How do you think that's going to happen, Harris? Do you think that Doge will hit $1 this year?
Yeah, I think so. It has a lot of hype behind it, and it is still like going up. But it's at the end it's a token, so meme token don't last like for the long time, but we can hope. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So we're going to see some Doge maybe moving into $1, and that could be good for a lot of people. But at the same time, it's not an investment. It's just for fun, so it has no utility. Gangzhou expands digital yuan pilot. Gangzhou has announced a new action plan to expand digital yuan pilot for 2025. The move is part of China's ongoing effort to promote its central bank digital currency, CBDC. Vietnamese police arrest 4 suspects in a crypto scam. Vietnamese authorities have arrested 4 suspects involved in a cryptocurrency scam amid a global crackdown on crypto-linked schemes. The arrest seems highlighted increased efforts to combat fraudulent activities in the crypto space. A lot of countries are still trying to get their arms around the regulatory environment of crypto. I mean, it's not like it's in a way it's not real money, but it's when people start spending it and using it for products and services, that's when it starts to get to be real money. Like there's a lot of coins out there right now that you could just use your a Mastercard debit card to use crypto directly. Do you do something like that, Harris, or is that something that doesn't happen in Pakistan?
Well, it could happen. You can buy your cryptocurrency directly using MetaMask. But the one thing I do, or like most people do in United States also, In Pakistan, we use like Binance and Bitgate and different exchanges, centralized exchanges to uh, transfer to buy asset on their exchange and transfer into our decentralized MetaMask wallet or any other wallet we use. On the other hand, the people from like other countries like United States and United Kingdom, they use Coinbase. First, they buy their cryptocurrency in USDT or USDC in Coinbase, and after that, they transfer to like in their own wallet, like what like any wallet they're using, like MetaMask, Phantom, Trust Wallet, and then they start doing the trades.
Yeah, so there's a lot of companies that are just buying Bitcoin. They're lending some of their Bitcoin out, right? So like MicroStrategy expanded the Bitcoin holdings. MicroStrategy has acquired an additional 1,070 BTC, bringing its total holdings to 447,470 BTC. The company continues to strengthen its balance sheet and expand its Bitcoin investments. I don't know. I don't understand why somebody would buy a company that its whole purpose in life is to buy Bitcoin. Would it be better just to like buy Bitcoin directly, Harris? Or I don't understand this. So they buy Bitcoin, they lend it out. It doesn't make any sense to me. Why would I trust somebody with my Bitcoin? Wouldn't we rather buy my own?
So yeah, if you're buying using MetaMask, you're directly buying Bitcoin. So I mean, you cannot buy like Bitcoin on MetaMask. Obviously, for Bitcoin there is like other wallet called Trust Wallet. So you can buy like directly using Trust Wallet just by using your debit card.
Also in the news, Gemini agrees to pay $5 million to settle CFTC charges. Gemini has agreed to pay $5 million to settle charges brought by the Commodity Futures Trade Commission (CFTC). The settlement revolves allegations related to the company's handling of customers' funds. We would like to also thank everybody who did watch the show. There's like 10, or I think there's like 10 people that viewed the show yesterday. But like here, I'm just going to go through the MicroStrategy thing a little bit. So MicroStrategy that we were just talking about, MicroStrategy has increased its Bitcoin holdings for the ninth consecutive week. The latest Bitcoin purchases were funded through share sales under the company's at market ATM program. Now, the MicroStrategy announced that it would be raising $2 billion via preferred stock, acquiring to acquire more Bitcoin. So they're selling their stock in their company so they can buy Bitcoin, and they're hoping that will shoot their stock up as Bitcoin goes up. But is that kind of like dangerous? I mean, it seems like it's like a house of cards. All my company's value is based on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin goes up and down. And I'm using people's money to invest to buy Bitcoin. It just seems I don't understand that. But maybe Harris, you can talk a little bit about the different things, the investment things and things you were talking about off camera for a little bit for us.
So yeah, so I would really say like if they're starting crypto or doing trades with a quite a bit money, they should always go for the DeFi, like decentralized, instead of going for the exchanges like Coinbase. Coinbase is a good, but still it's a centralized, you don't have your 100% control all the time. So if you have like quite a bit money and you want to throw in crypto, you should obviously go for the wallet first, because that way you will have like 100% control of your assets. If like if I talk about like Pakistan, like more than 70% people do trades on centralized exchanges on Binance, but they don't understand one thing, if Binance, get banned or block, so how they're gonna recover their asset, you know? They
Yeah.
cannot recover their asset. They will lose their asset. But on the other hand, if they're using the wallet or decentralized exchanges like Uniswap, directly swapping using their wallet, they have their controls, they cannot lose their assets. That's the
So,
difference between.
so if they have MetaMask or Phantom or like Coin, so can you tell us a little bit about the difference between these types of wallets and how we can use those the best wallet to use right now? And you know, so
So yeah, I would say the best wallet to use is like all are like good wallet. If you're doing, if you're like most of the trades in Bitcoin, you are using like, obviously you're using Trust wallet, but the one I use is like MetaMask, which is like compatible with a lot of different blockchains like Ethereum, Base, the Pulse chain, and few others, Polygon Matic, uh, and also like some others. You can also buy Bitcoin using MetaMask on Ethereum blockchain. It will be wrapped Bitcoin, which will be riding on the Ethereum blockchain. Or if you wanna buy, like we were saying in the morning meetings, uh, you can also buy Bitcoin, Ethereum on Pulse chain. They have very cheap gas fees. You're just paying pennies instead of paying like $5-10 for like per $100 transaction. So
so that's it. Did you have time to get together the candles and the charts today for and because yesterday we bought we made a fake account which we bought, we put $100 here and there. Can we see how we did today? Is that something that we can do?
sure, just a moment.
Okay. And so as he's doing that, I what I've been looking at is people are really into meme coins. They do make money with it, but it seems to be just a way to get around regulations and rules. So when you're doing that, you're going to be open to a lot of abuse, rug pulls, other things like that. So Harris, do you have that stuff up for us yet? Do we need to split the screens, or how do we do that?
Uh, yeah, sure. I'm just sharing the screen. And
Okay. It takes us a minute. We are we it's just us. So by the way, if you'd like to leave a comment, so I can say hello. All right. So this is what we did. In each one of these, we put a hundred bucks, right? So in each one of these to start with. So how did we do over 24 hours, Harris?
so for the 24 hours, as you can see, Bitcoin is up like 101,000. It was up more than that, 102 or 3,000 few hours ago. Our before I go there, I just want to show you one chart.
Okay.
uh, we always look for the token that does like 2% every day. That's why we bought a lot of good tokens. We like throw put it like $1,000 into the 10 different tokens. So our philosophy is, if we put like $1,000 in a token that does like 2% every day, obviously it is hard to find tokens that does like 2% every day, but still we can try. $1,000 investment on like token that does like 2% every day. After like 37 days, your investment gonna be double. It's gonna be like $2,000. And after like 6 months, it's gonna be like $34,000. And if you like hold enough for like 1 year, it's gonna be like $1.3 million. So that's the philosophy. That's why we put it uh, $1,000 into 10 different tokens. So let's see how's like our portfolio is doing. Let's see if we are doing like 2% in some tokens. So the number one is obviously Bitcoin. As you can see, it was like pumping for the 24 hours, and we are like up in Bitcoin like 2.8%.
Okay.
And the second one is like Hex. We are up like 2.6% in the Hex,
Okay.
and the rest ones are little bit down and little bit up. These are just sideways, but we're still in $4 profit for the 24 hours, so we are not doing
Yes.
bad.
Not bad. And then if we pull up the deck screener, right, and we have those on the TC, so we can just show a little bit about that. Um, into we have we have a coin called ETC, which you can't really get on CoinGecko. It's on Deck Screener. So how did we do there? So this is so we lost a little bit of money technically. I mean, our current balance is at $900, but it's 899.43. So it's pretty neutral, right? So the total profit loss was 0.28%, right? That's okay. Now, if we make it on up on the ETC, we're gonna, yeah, right. So how's that looking, Harris?
So on on ETC, we've made like $11 for the 24 hours, as it's up like
Woohoo!
6% for the 24 hours.
So we're at least not we're breaking even and not losing any money, right? So that's for 24 hours. That ain't so bad, right? So, um,
Yeah, that's the name of the game. You know, if you have some knowledge and you're investing only in good tokens, there is like less chances like you will lose your assets, immediately. But on the other hand, these people, like we were talking about that, a day before yesterday. Can you see my deck screener or CoinGecko?
no, I'm seeing Going Gecko right now.
Okay, just a
So
moment.
so anyway, what we're looking at is that some days, you're not going to make money every single day, and you shouldn't expect to. Some things you're going to lose money on, something, but if you diversify enough, it's not so bad. It's like having a house.
Yeah.
Like if you have one house and you're renting it out, right, and the guy doesn't pay you, you're really in trouble. But if you have an apartment building that has 7 doors and one guy doesn't pay you, it's not so bad, right? So, and then also with real estate, you can always raise the rent a little bit each year. So, but what are we looking at here in the deck screener so that we get an idea?
So I was, about to say like what new buyers, buy, or what they think like they can make money with like these tokens. So they always, go and look for the green candles, like we were talking about. People like to buy on green candle when the token is already going up, instead of buying when it's down like 30-40% in a dumping phase. That's where the real opportunity is. So if I'm a new buyer, I always look for the green candles. Let's see for this token. Yeah, this is like 14 hours old, and it's up like 13,000% for the 24 hours. But there is like 99% chances that I'm gonna lose my assets, and I'm gonna tell you how. So these there are like a group of people who makes the tokens, and they just do the dump. They dump their token, or they do the rug pull. So how they do, they just buy, they just make a token, and they buy and make the fake green candles, the artificial buying. And the tokens looks like it is going up, and it's going to be next Pepe, it's going to be next Floki. So people, they capture the new buyers. And when new buyers invest in those tokens, and when they see the volume is like so high and liquidity is like going up and up, they just simply remove the liquidity. So that's how new buyers lose their assets, and after removing the liquidity, they are not able to sell any token.
That's called the rug pull, right? So that's
Yeah.
so so if we're looking at so let's just look at like we were going to do like four things today. You were going to talk about different types of investment a little bit today. Um what
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about like types of trades. So there are like four types of trades. One is like intraday trade. The second one is like swing trade, and the third one is like scalping, and the fourth one is like long-term trade. So let's talk about what's like intraday trade is. So in intraday trade, we buy asset, and we wait for the like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, up to like 45 minutes, and then we sell and get out of market with profit, right? And
if it goes up. If it's it's really
yeah,
iffy, right?
it's
So
always the volatile. Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
it's always the volatile, and there is like always the risk. And if we talk about like swing trade we do like for like for 2 hours, like 4 hours, and up to like 12 hours. And we can also go longer for like 1 week and 3 weeks. And for the scalping is a very short term trade. You buy asset and you sell at the same time and make a little bit of profit, like 0.1%, 2%. Let's say if you're investing like $100 and you made like $5, you're out in scalping. And the fourth one, the long term, which we do, as you know, is a long term trade. We just buy and hold. We buy and hold until token is going up. We don't sell in loss. We always like to hold.
Because
So
if you
the
sell when you're in losing, then it's called locking in your losses, right? So
yeah
that's a thing, is that people get really frustrated with the coin that they bought. They think they lost half their money, and then the coin goes down and it just stays there for a while, and then they say, well, I'm getting out of this. I want to use my money for something else, right?
yeah they get panic and sell in loss. uh I'm not giving any advice, but I would never sell in loss. If the token is good, I will wait for it to go back up. And these was the types of trade. And the other thing we're going to talk about is like market cycles. There are like two types of market cycles. One is like bear market and the other one is bull market. So in the bear market, when the market goes down for a long period of time, it's called bear market. And on the other hand, the bull market, when the market like goes up for a long period of time, it's called like bear market.
Bull market, yeah, when it's rushing up and the bulls are playing, that's
Yep.
in everything. And a strong tide lifts all boats, is what they say. But it's deceptive, because the people are in constant speculation mode, right? They're constantly looking like, okay, it's going to go up to 5,000, and then it gets to 2,500. Okay, now what do we do? And this is like, and you could stay at the table too long, where you keep your money in, and then you get this massive crash, right? Where we have something called a correction happen. So,
Yep.
uh, is there a coin or something that specifically did that about, that you were in at the time?
Did
Yeah,
the uptrend?
yeah.
So yeah, yeah, it's in front of you on the screen, the hex.
Okay.
It did, all-time high, which was like 50 cents. And I'm still, expecting for it to go up.
So right now, what's it at right now? It's like at 1 cent.
1.3 cents, yeah.
So it was at 50, and now it's at 1, right? So you're looking for that 51, right?
No, I'm
So
not looking for the 51, but if it don't do the 51, it could do like 10 cents, 5 cents, who knows?
okay. And so this is something that you yourself have invested in right now, right? And it's like in so we talked about the bulls, the bears. We talked about a little bit about the different types of what is, somebody says, like, what's a stable coin? What's the difference between the stable coins and the other ones?
So, stable coin is DAI, USDT, USDC. These stays on the dollar, no matter if the market is on downtrend or uptrend. Just stay. They're intended to stay on the dollar. So that is called the stable coin.
So it's pegged to the dollar's value, and then they invest so that they're always nearly at a dollar, right?
Yep, they always
So
stay on the dollar.
so now there's incentive coin, which is, it has a specific purpose. And so let's say if I want to buy in the pulse chain and get some incentive to pay me, how do I do that? Right?
For that, you will need to get into those forums on the pulse chain. Let me show you 1 minute. Before that, by the way, Mike, we have like commercial available today. Let me
Yeah,
know when.
so it's about this time, and it is our sponsor today is tcbarter.com. tcbarter.com is somewhere you can buy, sell, and trade. If you have a little business and you want to make it a little bit better, and you want to preserve your cash, for example, if you had a bakery and you can use barter trade to maybe get yourself some flour or the other supplies that you need, and keep your cash in your pocket. tcbarter.com is a place that you can go, and it's free. It's free to get on. You can trade for free. It's just a great place to be. There are quick ways that you can earn yourself some TCs. TCs can be earned just by placing an ad, signing up. You can sign other people up. You get with if you use your referral code. Once you sign up, you can get 10 TCs, and that will allow you a couple 10 TCs, and you can go get a subway card on the market. TCbarter.com is a great way for you to improve your business.
Struggling to manage your business expenses with cash alone? With TC Barter, trade credits are easier to earn than cash, and they help you conserve what matters most. Use your trade credits to access goods and services while keeping your cash for the important things. Whether it's paying taxes, loans, mortgage, utilities, or your team, TC Barter helps you save where it counts. More flexibility, more control, more opportunities for your business to thrive. Download the TC Barter app now and start trading smarter today.
Hey, that's a new ad. That was fantastic, Harris. So, see, I didn't even know that we had that queued. So, but we're back to us. We got about 8 more minutes. So, what we got up ready for us, Harris, right now?
So we were showing the farms, where you can get paid in incentive tokens. So let's see. Okay, so these are the farms you're
Could
looking
you
on the
plus this up a
screen.
little bit? It needs to be bigger for people to see it at home, right? So make the type a little bit bigger, right?
Yeah, it's already.
Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Okay, so sorry for interrupting you. I Go ahead,
No
Harris.
problem. So these are the farms, you can stake your tokens and get up to like 41% for APR. Let's say if you put like, let's say this pair is paying like 41% APR. You can stake your USDC from Ethereum and Pulse chain in liquidity farm, and you can stake in this farm, and you can earn like 41% APR. So let's say if we put like $100,000 in this farm, we're gonna earn like $51,000 like after a year. So how's that, Mike? Do you think it's better than a CD at the bank?
Yeah, because what happens is your CD, you take your money to the bank. Inflation, real inflation, is probably around 5 or 7% because it's the stuff that you buy at the grocery store. It's your rent and all these other expenses and energy that's going up, right? And the bank is paying you what, 3% interest on a CD right now, maybe even five if you're really, really lucky. And so you can't even beat inflation at the bank with the CD. But like if I say, let's put $100 in just to show there's some DAI and Ethereum wrap pulse, right? So let's do $100 because that's what most people. Not everybody walks around with 100 grand in their pocket, right? So at the end, so let's say we do it for a week, right? So this is a year, but let's say we do it for a week, right? You're going to get 80 cents, okay? But then the next week it's going to be $100.80, and it really can help you be able to save because you get to beat inflation. And most people don't even have $400 in their bank account in the United States to be able to handle an emergency. And I'll just tell you right now, there's a lot of emergency. What if a tire goes flat in your car? What happens? How are you going to get to your money? And when Harris, when we stake something, does that mean that a bank or somebody else has control of your money, or a company has control of your money, or your IRA or something? How do we get our money back? Right?
So yeah, when you stake your assets, your cryptocurrency on decentralized exchanges, like we were talking about the Pulse chain. So when you stake on PulseX, you have all the controls. You can unstake the minute you stake your asset. So you can unstake anytime and use your money in any emergency or any need. So there is no problem.
So instead of like, if you know that you have a certain budget, so what we used to teach people is we get out our envelopes, right, and we say, listen, we've got, say, let's say $2,000, right, and our rent's $1,000 because it's easy numbers. It's more than that now, but it's $1,000. Our electricity bill's $100. Our car insurance is $100, right? 100, right? Well, that's 1,200 right there. And then maybe we're going to have food during that month. So maybe we're going to have $500 in food expenses that month, but we don't, but we shop and we do good food. So we get fresh stuff during the time that we're doing, instead of just putting in the bank, we can put that under cryptocurrency and make it work for us, because the bank isn't going to give us any interest. And a lot of times if we make a mistake at the bank, we get a fine. They fee us with checking fees and other things. So this might be a better way for you to be able to keep your money in a place that you can always go get it. And that's something that even if the coin goes down, like say we're doing a USDC with Ethereum, right, and it goes in half. Well, while we're providing liquidity for people, we hope that they trade a lot with it so that that it earns even more money, right? So it is 8:37 p.m. on Mountain Standard Time, and it means that it's 8:37 in the morning where Harris is. We'll be seeing you in about 12 hours as we punch out, and we'll be at tcbarter.com. So this is a network of people, and we'd love to actually have a lot of you join up. So like, subscribe, follow, do your YouTube things, and share the videos. It's very important within the first 5 or 12 hours to see how many people are watching the video. If we can get 10 or 12 people watching it, YouTube will release it through another 100 to 200 people, and maybe some of them will like it. It's very important to like and subscribe to the video if you like what we're doing. And if you don't like what you're doing, leave a comment and tell us what we can do better. We're always open to that. Anyway, I'm Michael.
And this is Harris.
And we are a Trader's Option. We'll be seeing you tomorrow. Everybody, talk to you soon. And we're gone in 5.
Hotels and motels thrive on occupancy rates. But what if you could fill rooms and save on expenses at the same time? With TC Trading, you can barter rooms for services like laundry, maintenance, or even marketing. This brings in more guests and saves cash for essential needs, such as staff salaries and utilities. Maximize your occupancy and minimize your expenses with TC Trading.